Hey Internet, I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine and Serious Business, episode 325. We're back with Beau to talk about some more wine. This is all fresh stuff. These are wines we literally just acquired today. Fresh releases. Market debut today of a wine from Beau here. And I again, just hours ago, was at a tasting with Joe Swick and Jesse Skiles from Fausse Piste. And these were some of my favorite wines from their lineups. So we're going to talk about those. We'll get right into it. What should we do first? Probably Beau's wine, I think.
Yeah,
is the best way to lead things out. What is it?
This is 2013 Gamay Noir Rosé from Yolamini. This is the zero dosage method champenoise or method traditionnelle, as I'm legally obligated to say. And so just finished labeling it. It was disgorged in April. Spent 20 months on tirage.
Man, even on the rinse, this is even better than when it was bottled. I think.
Yeah, I needed some time to calm down. Everything was done by hand. I made 44 cases total, and I made 5 cases of the non-dosage version. So there's nothing really to go around, but it was an extremely fun process.
And inspired by the flavor of it at bottling, right? You're like,
it was
it's so good as it is.
Right. It was just delicious, and obviously I have to give a shout out to Kim Kramer at Kramer Vineyards for walking me through this and holding my hand through the entire process and making sure I didn't screw it up too badly. So
well, we'll see.
Yeah,
right. Let's see.
Yeah,
right?
and this is really kind of, this is really kind of an experience of making lemonade from lemons too, right?
Yes.
Like this was challenging fruit when it came in.
Super clean, but the ripeness was a lot less than I was led to believe. There were some sampling errors in the grapes, and so that influenced a picking decision that I wouldn't have made with the correct data. We tried to turn around and make something.
Yeah, and you could have just blended that in to add more acidity to one of the big reds that you make. Or
made more of the still version of this wine. So there was a 2013 Gamay Noir Rosé, which we've had and drank plenty of, but the decision to sparkle it came, again, a lot of it was me panicking and Kim saying, we can sparkle this, and I said, okay, let's do it.
Cool.
And so, yeah. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
It smells pretty tasty.
Yep.
It's like all cranberry juice to me. Like cranberries, like a lot of acid coming through. Maybe even a little like hint of like red sweet tarts.
This had screaming acid as the still wine, the base wine.
Sure.
And part of the no dosage decision for that small amount was to highlight the acidity and try to show maybe another facet of Oregon sparkling wine.
The sweet tarts, you're all over that. It's
Right.
Good.
It's got kind of like that sort of aroma on the nose.
Strawberries, yeah. Floral, really, lovely.
Red flowers, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, juicy and delicious.
That's
really nice.
It's better than I had hoped, I think, as well.
It's rounded out so much.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is the zero dosage. I would say, the dosage really adds some body and depth. It's just like, no, time in the bottle.
Right.
Adds some body, lets it round out.
And keeping it cold and, after disgorging, just keeping it very cold and still and not moving the wine around a lot, I think, is... The more I've learned about making sparkling wine has shown that it's kind of important to do that and let the wine do its own thing, and it'll have the faith to let it come around. And I think that's what this is showing.
Yeah.
It's a lot more integrated than I thought it would be. There isn't an angular nature to the wine that I was a little bit afraid of when we were making it. So
it tastes really nice, like sort of strawberries, apples, and like a little bit of grapefruit. Really nice texture. Nice length, really good acid on the finish. It's real nice.
Really feeling it, like cranberry style acidity. I think it's be appealing to a wide range of people. So, you gotta feel good about this, right?
I do.
Yeah.
It's exciting to.
This is tasty.
To have this out
there. What's the price on this?
The non-dosage isn't really for sale.
Okay.
So the regular is 3 grams per liter, which is still extra brut.
Yeah.
And so very low dosage. We did dosage trials, various dosage levels we settled on 3 for the regular, and that's. I think around $33 or $34 retail for it. This one, if you're that interested, contact me and I'll see if I have any left. There's several people that took a bunch of it.
People that buy wine for that thing.
Yeah.
If you see it and are interested, send them an email.
Ping me on Facebook, email me, let me know. I'm on Facebook, and so we can figure something out if you're interested.
Super unique stuff. I bet we're going to see more sparkling Gamay wine in the future of Oregon.
We need to plant more Gamay first, though.
Sure.
There's such a lack of it, and all of it is basically spoken for every single vintage, which is a good and bad thing in Oregon.
Right.
So,
good for the consumer because there's a lot of people working really hard to make good Gamay. Oh.
That's very true. And still wines as well. There's a lot of really great still Gamay out there.
There sure is.
And so.
Yep.
Serve chilled and buck. What does that mean?
Oh, really? God.
Joe Swick.
So
Amazing.
We're getting into some dank nuggets here.
Yep.
On Wine is Serious Business.
Swick Wine. This is 2016 Verdelho, grown in Washington. Joe's doesn't market it too heavily, but very natural winemaker. Really low intervention, even amongst all the people we talk to and work with.
Want to get your rinse there, buddy, or are you just
yeah.
You're sitting there running your mouth. I'm trying to pour you wine.
But I like Spanish Verdelho. I haven't had a lot of it, but it's one of the grapes that I feel like I should drink more of, that I enjoy when I don't have them. I was really excited to try it.
I just call it Pet Nat.
Yeah, well, it is. That's the slang for
That's
it.
how you say it?
Pétillant naturel, or Pet Nat, is
Nat.
this method. But yeah, Pet Nat is the slang. And
I've never seen it on the label, though, where someone said, Pet Nat.
Because I think there's no legal designation for it, so that's why it's on this side of the label. I don't believe it's on the front side.
It is on the other side.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
perfect. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So
that's Joe Swick.
That is Joe, one of the most knowledgeable winemakers you will meet, I think. The guy's worked everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
That's serious credit. He doesn't throw that out too easily. That's good. Yeah.
And also a good person, obviously.
Yeah.
And you should follow him on Facebook. His persona on the internet is
wonderful.
one of the best.
Instagram is...
Yeah, absolutely love it. Man, this smells pretty good.
A little more tropical. I mean, definitely grown in a riper area. Definitely a grape that's kind of made to bring a little more of that out.
Yeah. I mean, this is almost sort of orange juicy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got sort of breakfast wine sort of style aromas,
I
right?
like
A little
it,
bit of
yeah.
sweetness, a little bit of that acid coming through. It's super fresh smelling.
Well, it's got that non-disgorged kind of quality, the way they make these without the disgorgement. A little autolytic character, a little yeasty character, which I think helps temper some of the bigness of the fruit.
Yeah.
Right.
Which Verdelho can be, very ripe, but...
Big lead.
11.5% alcohol. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it. Beautiful acid on the wine.
Oh, man.
It's very gluggable. In a good way. It's very good.
Bubbles go a long way, I think, keeping it fresh and engaging, right? Because as a still wine, it would be on the heavier riper side. And I think, man, this combined with the acidity really brings it together.
It still has great bubble to it, too. Fermenting down from 2%, it still retains that really pretty bubble, a rounded bubble that's really complements, I think, the fruit in the wine. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is definitely less carbonated than your wine, right?
Big time.
This is
and
this
totally
is definitely a step down,
different.
right? If you're looking for a champagne or something, this is not that at all, right?
Yeah. This is the Méthode Ancestrale style.
Okay.
Lower, and this is probably at lower atmospheres versus what mine is.
Almost certainly, right?
You're talking maybe 5 or 6 atmospheres versus 7.5, 8, and so different pressure levels, bubble levels. This in our glasses, it's showing a little different.
Can you do crown cap on a fully re-fermented champagne, or is that risky?
It's risky, but you can do it. Okay. Before this is disgorged, though, after it's still gone through its secondary fermentation, we do crown cap it on these wines, and they do that in champagne as well. You just have a little plastic bedule in there, which the yeast falls into.
Sure.
But it still is under a crown cap. So when we disgorge, we actually have to take off the crown cap. He just leaves it on. He doesn't, obviously doesn't disgorge it. So it's just a different process a little bit. So.
Yeah.
So really nice fruit. I really like there's a strong yeasty lees character to the tail, the finish. It provides a lot of complexity in this.
Keeps that finish going.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's lemony.
Agreed with what you said about the acid. The acid on this is just wonderful. The bubbles add just a little bit of textural elements to the finish. Combines really well with the sweetness levels. It's totally one of those wines where in the summertime I could crush 3 bottles of this in a day or something.
Yeah.
Without
it's ridiculous. So fresh, delicious. If you're getting some breakfast wine, this is breakfast wine.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a 16 to be this clean and fresh and together for a 16 to this much completeness. That I think bodes really well for the way he makes wine and how good he is as a winemaker. But great fruit too. Yeah. That it's showing this good. This was probably bottled or crown capped.
Recently.
Very, very much so.
Yeah, very.
Real props to Joe for that and for just as speaking as a winemaker, wow, respect. That's really awesome stuff.
Yeah, bring it to Thanksgiving. This would appeal to a wide range of people.
No, don't share it.
Anybody can drink that.
Serve
drink
chilled
it yourself.
And buck.
Always buck.
Serve chilled and buck. All right, what are we drinking for the last wine here, Dan? You got some.
For the last wine, okay, we'll do the shout outs.
Shout outs at the end.
Yeah, this is the Les Garcons Nouveau. So this is from Jesse Skiles at Fausse Piste. That's okay. Yeah, big fan of what he does. He works with a lot of Washington fruit too. Some bigger reds in his lineup.
Whoa.
This is Grenache
Shifting
done in the
gears.
Nouveau style. So carbonic maceration, also 2016. Super fresh, super ripe, super fun. I've had this in previous vintages. You don't like it enough, but not enough to really bring it around and talk about it a lot. This made a real impression on me today. Hopefully it goes well for you guys. So
yeah, this is all red berries, somewhat floral, and what was the other thing? A little bit like potpourri. Almost.
Okay, yeah,
a little hint of potpourri in it. So
It's like it's really
tons of tannins for a wine like this. I'm not used to having so many tannins in a Nouveau style wine.
Mm-hmm. But just a big wash of fresh fruit, just good burst of raspberries and cherries. I think they stick together really well. A little floral character. He's right. I didn't notice that in earlier tastes. The tannins definitely kind of build up and hang around on the palate.
Absolutely.
But it's still, man, the flavors are super engaging to me. I think it's, this is a really good time.
There isn't a crazy amount of acid, which I almost thought there would be.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's the tannin, and I think when you pointed that out, I started thinking about the same thing. Like Dan, like the tannins are really integrated, but they're there. They're very noticeable. They're very drying you out a little in a good way. But their acid isn't really big for me on the palate.
It's not big.
It's more the tannin provides that framework for the fruit to kind of work around and work through, which is very surprising. I would think Grenache picked like this would still retain acidity, and it has some, but it just doesn't have as much. It's kind of rad.
Yeah, it's weird. And the tannins have a really nice feel to them. Even though they're as aggressive as they are, like if they were gritty at all, it'd be kind of harsh. Yeah. They don't have any sort of rough edge to them at all.
Or if the fruit was weaker, it could definitely have a hard time.
Sure.
But I think the flavor and the flavor of the fruit definitely holds up to it. And I guess in contrast, if the tannins were much weaker, it would be like bubble gum or whatever.
Yeah, no, this is not anywhere like that. This is like you were talking about cherries, like red tea. Like like a heavily steeped red tea kind of
like
thing.
a rooibos tea.
Yeah, like where you get that tannic sort of feel in the tea. Yeah, that's what it's reminding of.
It's really good.
Really nice. Yeah, it's really tasty.
That's really really good.
Yeah.
and it's like kind of cliche to say, but just good. The fruit's not overly complex, but there's enough to make it really engaging and just really pleasurable. And I think exactly what you want out of a Nouveau wine, right?
And with a chill on it,
which I did.
That helps so much. I think on this wine, the little chill is really refreshing in a way, makes it almost gluggable in that same way.
Actually, like we could really just sit here and pound these like a bunch of fools.
Probably will.
Those shows are in the past. I don't know if we'll do another one like that, but we're not going to do it tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Shout outs before we wrap up. Got a bunch of people liking the last episode. I really appreciate that. So we're going to go through a list of most of them. John Moser, everybody's favorite fan. He's been around for a long time. Always there for us. Seth Jetter, Amanda Torres, Beth Ann Vermilier May, Alejandro Del Lobo, and Fu Strauss. Thanks to our German fan contingent. Ian James Cooper, Mikhail Lipyansky, Dave Parker, Casey DeCastra, Beau, who's right here. Thanks for watching the show. Brian
this is
Lang.
what it gets you when you like it.
Yeah.
Brian, Hazelfern
Brian Lang
Cellars.
from Hazelfern Cellars. Thanks for keeping on top of what we do. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and many more to come.
That's it. We'll see you guys next time.